update. Very gassed. Got the Carpet sweaters literally coming next week. So I'm just designing the box now, the packaging for the box, just to make it look way nicer. Talking to manufacturers now, I'm just going to be doing the measurements. I'm going to be doing it on my whiteboard there. Going to rub it all out and do the measurements. I'll show you what it's going to look like. It's going to be like a Gucci looking box, isn't it? You know what I mean? But yeah, looking fresh, looking health-free. 3 months sober, no drink, no packet, no cat, no fucking Zans, Vals, lean, nothing. Sober as fuck, just coffee still, which is really annoying, but it's fine. Can't be too harsh on myself, and I have started smoking cigarettes because of it, but again, can't be too harsh on myself because it's better than constantly doing fucking drugs on the weekend and then, you know, relapsing and whatnot. Because the thing is, I've realized it's like, you do pack it, right, or just do get too drunk, 3 days to recover, you then go back onto the project you're working on, but you're not doing it your best, like with as much power. You're kind of procrastinating, then the weekend comes and then you do it again. So you're kind of working on your life goals and your career on like a 15-20% work rate, meaning you'll still get it done. That's why there's an illusion that you can still like drink and get shit done, because you are getting it done, just at a ridiculously slower rate. Doing Instagram reels now, my Instagram's growing again. Lost a lot of followers years ago. See, this is what's funny, guys. Listen to this, yeah? Before I get onto that shit, the boring stuff. I lost bare followers. And all I was doing was, I was still dropping music, still doing YouTube videos, music videos. And this is after, like after I took like 2 years break from music, went back on Instagram. And when I went back on Instagram is when I started losing followers. So when I started posting frequently, started, you know, doing stories, and I was losing followers, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? Guys, I was never doing reels. As soon as I started doing reels again, now my following is growing again. So I lost followers from posting, and then I started doing reels recently. Now I'm growing my following again. And what's funny is people run into me in the street, yeah, and they're like, are you still doing music? Are you still doing music? And bro, I am still doing music. I've been dropping music videos on YouTube like fairly consistently. But as soon as I started doing reels, people were like, oh, yo, I see that you're about again. I'm like, bruh, if only I did Instagram reels 2 years ago. Can't lie, but it's fine. But do you know what I mean? It's weird. It's like sometimes you don't have to change what you're doing. You just need to keep doing what you're doing, but in a different room, which is what I'm doing now. So if I stay consistent with that, I should be in a good place in a year and a half. Anyway, so I'm going to just quickly measure out the thing, yeah? I'll just do that now, one sec. So obviously I'm going to rub out my usual shit on the whiteboard and then put it back on. Not rubbing that bit out because I can't be bothered to write that. But yeah, just usually what I've got, right? I've got like what's getting made, so I get reminded what's getting made. I've got star caps getting made, which is going to come. Got the corduroy samples as well, another corduroy cap. Got a jacket sample as well getting made. And then the carpet letter sweater is coming. Because what I've clocked, right, yeah, and this, you should use this as well, is, you know, you can actually get low and like kind of like feeling low and depressed and like things aren't working. And that sometimes it's because, well, usually for me, it's usually because I'm simply forgetting what's coming. I'm forgetting what I'm working on, and I'm forgetting that I'm waiting on cool things to happen, which is mad. But it has to be definite. It can't just be like no manifestation shit. Like it actually has to be like, for example, it's like I'll have the carpet letter sweaters getting made, right? Production is a month. Within week 2, I actually forget that they're getting made, and I start going like, oh, what am I doing in life? But then I've got this reminder, and I'm like, wait, the carpet letter sweaters are coming soon. I'm like, oh, gassed. Like, and then you've got something to look forward to. That's what makes your life very exciting. Boom. Obviously, it's jacket as well. So I've got a sample coming with a jacket. Obviously, you saw the black one, but I'm doing another one that might be better. Should be better. So just having all that kind of shit that actually, you know, just having those bits there to remind you, like, life is actually easy, man. Like, half the time, everything is working out. You're just not seeing it because you're not getting reminded. Anyway, and then you've got a cool message there in it. Just there. Inspiration plus pain will make my success. Take time out in order to be inspired. Don't overwork. Enjoy the pain of having no friends, no money, jealousy and loneliness. Our ego risk drives you. Individuality, which is the art, climbing the mountain, which is the ego, and the risk, which is the adrenaline. So risk, you know, just those little messages to remind me. Obviously, I will go into depth for that about that. Fuck it. So obviously, pain and inspiration will make my success. Enjoy the pain of having no money, no jealousy, no friends. All that shit really does help. If you actually embrace those pains, it is the greatest motivator, and you can't do that on drugs because the drugs take away the jealousy. If you're jealous and you take drugs, you're then happy where you're at. If you're, if you have no money and you finally get a bag of ket and you start K-holding, you start realizing, don't get me wrong, guys. I'm craving drugs right now as we speak. I'd love to be on drugs right now, but I just can't because it does numb you. It does numb those effects of it. It basically it numbs it numbs your emotions. It numbs your natural emotions of these little thoughts that you have, and these things really motivate you. The painful emotions as well. Specifically, if you're out and about and you're just upset that you have no money, then when you are working on your business, you're going to be a bit more motivated subconsciously. You're not even going to realize it. Anyway, so let me rub this out quick time. Oh yeah, also forgot to say, I was bare stressed about this. Had to measure out the box, the actual packaging box, to see how the jumper's gonna fit, because it's all well and good. Like, I'm just like, you can see it there, right? You can see that there's two jumpers and a cap, because it's all well and good if the box fits one, but what if a person buys two jumpers, and then I'm like, oh, on like email and the query, I'm like, I'm gonna have to send one jumper and then the other jumper in individual packaging, and obviously the customer's gonna be like, fuck that, I want both items at the same time. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to get a box a bit bigger just in case there are more items in it, which I was stressing because I'm bare bad at measurements. But what I've done is this. We got the sample of the Carpilla sweater there, two in case, and I've also got a cap over it, just like the max, if someone does like a max order, see if it all fits, and it does fit. And but yeah, it does fit. But yeah, that's just quickly just to show you, that's just quickly just to show you like how the process on that. So I will talk whilst I do it. It's currently Saturday, carnival tomorrow, and it's actually quite annoying because I'm not drinking or anything, and I've been able to go to a lot of parties recently and a lot of pubs where everyone's drinking and doing shit around me, and I've been all right. But carnival's the one where I'm like, where it really is gonna just be fun drinking, isn't it? It really is. So I'm probably gonna just go to the after parties instead, just because it just kind of makes more sense, doesn't it? Yeah, it kind of does make more sense. So I will vlog a couple bits. Hopefully I get into like a nice house party. Hopefully I get into it. And weirdly, guys, I get into more house parties with less fame. And I'll tell you why, because people always trying to prove a point, like, oh no, I'm not a clout chaser. So the more fame I had, that it was actually like, no, Jim, if he can't come in. Like, weird, isn't it? It's weird, man. Okay, that's 28 centimeters. But yeah, I've not been vlogging much because I've been mad busy doing other shit. I've been a bit more musical these days, so I have been in the studio a bit more. It's a tough one because I'm paying for studio now properly. My mate Josh Ryan, he used to allow me to do studio for free, but now I've got to pay this guy called Dre, a really good guy. But it's tough. It is tough because it's like 200 quid for 4 hours, which 4 hours is just about for me to like kind of make a song. But 200 quid is like, you can make a lot of samples with that. Music's expensive and I hate fucking music. It's a chore. No, I'm joking. Well, I'm not. But I love making music. Like, I love it. I've had these epiphanies recently. I'm like, I love melody. I love music and I understand melodies. I'm never going to stop. I'll complain about it for the rest of my life, but I'm never going to stop. Let me get these measurements. Okay, so basically be that big. And the reason why I'm doing this is because basically I need to give the measurements on actually like, and no, I don't do my designs on Canva. I just use Canva as like, I get my designer to do everything on Photoshop, But then I then put bits and bobs on Canva. Apparently Canva's, people getting hate on Canva, so I need to just clarify, I do not do LaQuay designs on Canva. I just use it as like, you know, presentation and actually like the technical stuff. Basically like a presentation. Yeah, like PowerPoints and all that shit. But I'm basically trying to work out how big I actually want the LaQuay logo in the middle. So you can see there. And then I'm going to be sending them the sizing. I'll put their size and all the numbers. So ideally, it's going to be like that. That kind of big. You know, not too big, not too small. Let me do that again, actually. Fuck, this vlog's gonna be long to edit, you know. Wait, I'm gonna film. I think I might just end it here. This was just a quick update on what's going on, what's getting made, what's coming along, fun things, and this is kind of like the next step of the copy letter sweater. Like, what else is there to do? And then the third step is going to be marketing. So I'll try it. Well, I'll document the reels that we'll be making, the adverts that we'll be making, Facebook ads. I don't know if I'm going to do Facebook ads, but all that shit. But this was just a quick update. Bye. Life's getting quite exciting.